Hello, bonjour, buenos dias. Good day, guten Tag, konnichiwa. Ciao, shalom, dobre dien. Hello to all the children of the world.
Month of October is the month of United Nations celebrations. 24th of October has been celebrated as United Nations Day since 1948. This year, 2020, marks the 75th anniversary of the United Nations and its founding charter. This anniversary comes in a time of great disruption for the world, compounded by an unprecedented global health crisis due to the COVID-19 pandemic, with severe economic and social impacts. But it is also a reminder that times of struggle can become an opportunity for positive change and transformation. To commemorate the 75 years of the United Nations, I will be sharing to you the 15 interesting facts about United Nations. Number 1. Who is the current Secretary General of United Nations? It is Antonio Guterres from Portugal. He is the current Secretary General of the United Nations, and he started last January 1, 2017. He is the 9th Secretary General of United Nations. Number 2. What are the purposes of United Nations? Its objective for purposes are the following: keeping international peace and security, fostering friendly relations among nations, achieving international cooperation and solving international problems and promoting respect for human rights, and serving as a center that brings nations' efforts together in harmony. Number 3. Is United Nations the largest international organization? Yes. It is currently the largest international organization in existence, and it facilitates cooperation among countries and lays the groundwork for seeking a better world. This organization deserves honor after so many years of work, and its history is filled with interesting facts, famous people, and profound challenges. Number 4. Who is the President in the United States? Coined the term United Nations. U.S. President Franklin Roosevelt uttered the term United Nations for the first time in the Declaration by United Nations on January 1, 1942, as an alliance of 26 countries committed to defending the Atlantic Charter. Number 5. When is the first United Nations General Assembly? On January 10, 1946, at Central Hall, Westminster, in London, it is where the first session of the United Nations was held, with its first 15 member states. Number 6. Where is the main United Nations headquarters? The main headquarters is located at First Avenue, 750 in New York. Even though the organization wanted to build an independent city for its global headquarters, even at the legislative level, it was ultimately decided that what they needed was a vertical complex. So, John D. Rockefeller financed the purchase of property in the city of skyscrapers. Number 7. How many United Nations regional headquarters? There are 3 regional headquarters. One in Geneva, Switzerland, opened in 1946. Another in Vienna, Austria in 1940. and in Nairobi, Kenya in 2011. These offices help represent the organization's interests and facilitate diplomatic activities. Number 8. Who delivers the longest speech in the history of the United Nations? The longest speech in the history was made on January 23, 1957. It was delivered 5 hours by an Indian representative, V.K. Krishna Menon, defended India's position on Kashmir, and still not satisfied after 5 hours, he continued for 3 more hours during the next day's session. Number 9. When is the Proclamation of Human Rights? It was in 1948. They proclaimed the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, one of the organization's most significant milestones in the fight for the freedom, equality, and dignity of all people. 10. Who is the first woman in charge in the organization? A Canadian diplomat, Louise Frechette, was named UN Deputy Secretary General in 1999, chosen for the position and thereby becoming the first woman in a position of high responsibility in the organization. 11. How many member countries in the organization? South Sudan was the last country to join the UN as a member in July 2011, bringing the total to 193 member states. So therefore, as of now, there are 193 member states in the organization. 12. How many official languages used? The United Nations has 6 official languages: English, French, Spanish, Russian, Arabic, and Mandarin. 13. What is the color of United Nations Peacekeepers' helmet? The answer is color blue. 14. What kind of branches surrounding the world on United Nations flag? Yes, it is an olive tree. Number 15. Who is the first Filipino Secretary General of the United Nations? It is Carlos P. Romulo. In his career in the United Nations, Romulo was a strong advocate of human rights, freedom, and decolonization. In 1948 in Paris, France, at the Third UN General Assembly, he strongly disagreed with a proposal made by Soviet delegation headed by Andrei Vyshensky, who challenged his credentials by insulting him with this quote, "You are just a little man from a little country." In return, Romulo replied, "It is the duty of the little Davids of this world to fling the pebbles of truth in the eyes of the blustering Goliaths and force them to behave." That's it. I hope you learned something for today's video, the 15 interesting facts about United Nations. And always remember that we are part of this organization, and it is our duty also to promote peace, freedom, fair, and equality.